Greetings, friends. Randall Nagy here. An update to Rogue One that I wanted to share with my friends and Pythoneers alike. Here on GitHub, what we have added was what you might expect when having our traditional cursor keys as well as other control keys, so we can bind to more events than our simple keyboard strokes that we had previously, including everything you see here, as well as our function keys or F keys, let alone our up, down, left, and right movement operations. Next, borrowing from my work on my recent C#.NET application, I would like to introduce you to the most fun feature of all, is a navigational computer with using very few lines of code to allow ourselves to plot a course in our game so as to allow the alien that we've just created to have a relatively interesting course. And even without doing much bounds checking or range checking, if you try to find the alien, it can take a little time because the navigational computer does put together a very simple but satisfying randomizer that will allow us to begin to start for hit testing. In other words, we might be able to score each and every time we are one with the alien. Updating our help to continue to use the question mark key as well as the F1 key, we now have the ability to press the end to end our game. And please allow me to note that my new favorite integrated development environment for Python is Visual Studio, and here I'm using Visual Studio 2019. By closing our folder or closing our project, of course, we can indeed clone or check out the code. And if you're using Visual Studio 2019, you'll notice it's easy to go over to our Rogue One repository on GitHub, select the Git location, copy it to your clipboard, and paste it into Visual Studio. And then clone or check out a copy on your own computer as well. Once again, waiting for our task to complete, of course. If you'd like to start playing with this framework and create your own GUI using Rogue One and Visual Studio 2019, it literally just takes a few minutes for Team Explorer to download and allow us to open a folder where we have downloaded our solution, noting that the Git should be in that folder. And here, of course, we used Rogue One C because you know they had other versions of Rogue One on my machine as well. So rather than opening a project and a solution like you would expect at this point in time, all you have to do is open the folder, wherever that .git is, open main, then run the project. And after pushing the left arrow or the right arrow, of course, you can start taking a look and be inspired at how you might be able to create your own real-world modeling simulation or programming game. So if you're a geek who's going a little stir-crazy during the crazy fire drill for the flu that has shut down the entire planet, also known as COVID-19, I like to think of it as a cough heard around the world. Don't get mad, don't get even, go out and get Rogue One and start creating your own masterpieces. And if you don't know how to use Python and would like to learn more, I would encourage you to do two things. The first would be to go over and join our group on Facebook with over 10,000 users. We must be doing something right. And next would be to take the official training for that group on Udemy, starting with Python 1000, which is 90% free to view, and ending up with sessions on creating databases using regular expressions, creating web pages, using turtle graphics, and of course the TK Enter user interface itself. I'm looking forward to seeing you back at work after the flu.